Hey there! Today I give you 5 tips how you can easily realize a daily practice routine. Stay tuned. Wait. It's Monday and there is a new Modern Juggling tutorial? Yes. The next 4 weeks before Christmas I will upload every Monday one more video where I talk to you about training routines, how to structure your training or how to go into all the details, how you can realize a more constant training. So if you're interested in this topic, awesome. Click the subscribe button, ring the bell icon or the thumbs up button if you want to see more content like that all around the training in juggling and flow arts. Daily training is absolutely the best to get fast results in new skills, independent of what skill you are trying to learn, like juggling and the flow arts in my case, or even playing an instrument or anything like that. Last year, I never played with 3-poi. I've just started this year with 3-poi, and after around 6 or 7 months, I was able to realize this 3-poi routine. Simply, I have started a daily trainings routine for 3-poi. So now I give you my tips from the experience I have made in this time that you can get into a really good habit and have a daily trainings routine. Tip number 1. Make the barrier or how difficult it is to start your practice as low as possible. In my case, I'm happy to have a garden where I can train, and so I have built a rack. All my tools are hanging in the garden, so when I want to go and train, I just simply grab my tool, go a few steps into the garden and I can start playing. So, best way is to have your tool, what you want to learn or to train, always in reach. Tip number 2. Always block a fixed time. I personally have a really tight schedule every day. I'm a person that is really on timetables and don't live into the day and see what happens. And for me it was really important to block the time that I want to train. Most of the time in daily routines I've just trained for 15 minutes, like 5 minutes warm up and 10 minutes training, and I always blocked these 15 minutes. My personal way was to do it before or after lunch. So I've already left my office and was walking around and I just could start practicing. Maybe for somebody who has a more normal 9-to-5 job, it would be a great idea to bring the tool with you and go into the park, train after you finished your job before you're going home, so that you have always this 15 minutes time slot where you can train. Tip number 3. Have a dedicated training space. In my case, I have this awesome cave. I know not everybody has the possibility for this, but if you have to move your table to the side or have to clean up the room before you start with your daily practice, you won't start with your daily practice. It's similar to tip number 1, to keep the barrier as low as possible to start with your practice. So try to have a space, an area, wherever possible, that's always free to start into the training. Tip number 4. Set certain goals. At the beginning of the 3-poi journey, my 3-poi journey, I basically had no idea where to start, what moves are possible and where to go. And That was the point where I realized how important it is to structure your training. I have made a couple of lists from basic patterns like the Superman and the three-point weave, and then working my way up to all kinds of anti-spin wall plane flowers, or for example the normal three-point cascade and then some 5-3-1 side swaps. So try to set a target, like I want to achieve a certain number of throws in a juggling pattern or a specific move with poi or stuff, and then structure step by step how you can achieve this goal. This is really important, that you get most of the time or most out of the time you spend in this small trainings block. The last tip, or tip number 5, is don't be too hard on you. It's always okay to skip a training day, so don't be like you have to train every day, even if it's not the right day or you are too busy with everything else. Don't be too hard. It's okay to skip a day, but it shouldn't be a habit to skip a day. So the best thing is to say at least never skip twice. So it's okay to skip one day in the daily practice, but at the second day you should start again, practicing again, so you don't get into a habit like, okay, today I'm not practicing, and oh, okay, I haven't practiced yesterday, so it's okay when I practice tomorrow again, and you already have 2 training sessions left and forgotten. So don't be too hard to yourself in this really small time gap, but don't get into a bad habit and skip a lot of them. Yeah, that are my personal experience I have made in my daily practice routine. If you have any other tips, you can write them down in the comments below, or tell me what you think about this new kind of concept of videos where I try to teach a little bit of how to train and not basically how to do a certain trick. And if you haven't already, it would be awesome if you click the subscribe button there and make me a Christmas gift, because I would love to reach 500 subscribers this year, so that I know that you appreciate my work into these videos. And here you find this video of the triple poi routine I mentioned before, which I have simply reached in less than a year with daily practice. So see you next week.